What's up guys, I'm Mel here back in the studio, and today I'm going to be showing you how to turn this sound into something like this. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning into the channel. I've been working on a remake of Someday by Brooks recently, and I decided that it would probably be cool if I show you actually how to make this sort of main lead. This is a super sick lead that Brooks has started using in his recent tracks, Someday, and also in his remix of Worst Thing. So it's a super sick lead. I didn't get it exactly. I'm not exactly sure if this is how he made it, but I was able to get pretty darn close in Serum, and I'm also going to show you a quick way of doing something similar in Silent 1 as well. So without further ado, let's jump right in and see how I did it. So here I have the track up here, and I've just cut out the section that the lead is playing. So this is what we have. And then it just cuts out so we can put in our own lead. And then down here, I just have super simple drums like this, and a bass line. And then I have just an init patch from Serum playing this. Obviously the MIDI is there with the pitch bends, but it sounds like shit right now. So let's jump into Serum and start doing some sound design. Okay, so here we are in Serum, and like I said, this is just an init patch, just a saw wave. We're actually going to go into here and go into the analog section and choose like something like a sine wave. I'm just going to use the analog sine, and wavetable position is all the way to the right, just so we get a little bit more tone. Now we're going to turn on oscillator B, but we're going to turn the level all the way down, and we're just going to use this for FM. So I'm actually going to go here and choose one of these. I forget exactly the wavetable position, but I'm going to move it, I don't know, something like that. Then we're going to go back to oscillator 1 and turn on FM from B. And now as we're going to play this, we're just going to slowly mix in FM from B. Not overkill, just a tiny bit of texture. Somewhere around 25% or so. We're going to go here now, and we're actually going to add this filter. I'm going to turn down the resonance, adjust the cutoff just a little bit. And I'm going to boost up the drive and the fat. And then we're going to come over here, turn on white noise, and turn this up. It's starting to get there, but here is the big secret. What we're going to do is we're going to make a sine wave with our LFO. Something that looks like that. We're going to turn off BPM, and we're going to adjust this to maybe 35 Hertz or so. We'll tweak that in a second. Now I'm going to drag this to the level of oscillator A, and I'm also going to drag this to the level of the white noise. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so now we're starting to get somewhere. Let's jump into our effects. I'm going to turn on hyperdimension and just add a tiny bit of width. Turn on distortion and turn this up. And again, here's the key. I'm going to drag the same LFO onto the drive. We're just going to cut out this low end and add a bit of resonance. And finally, we are going to put a compressor on here, and we're actually going to use multiband. Okay, and after tweaking a couple things, just fine tuning, it sounds like this. And I also just want to note here that there is actually pretty much no processing on this bus. I just have a little bit of a high pass, so we can go in here and add some EQ if we want. But pretty much just straight out of Serum, it's already a really dope sound. Let's take one final listen with the track. Okay, so that's pretty darn close with Serum. Now I'm just going to copy this over. I'm going to clone this, and just for the sake of showing you that we can do this, I'm going to make a version with Silent 1. Okay, and just to show you guys it's possible, I have actually just created a patch as well in Silent 1. So this is what Silent 1 sounds like. It sounds pretty good. Just comparing that to Serum. Silent 1. It's not exactly the same. I like using Serum just because you have more control over the wave tables, and like you saw before, we're using FM from B, so there's just you have a lot more control over how you create the sound. I think Serum sounds a lot better. Knowing Brooks, he probably made this sound Inspire, so every synth is going to be a little different. But that is generally how you make this type of sound. I will have both the Silent patch as well as the Serum patch available down in the description for free. And if you've been following along, you'll also have seen that I have been creating an entire remake of Someday. So I'll play a preview of that in the end of this video. That video will be coming out sometime next week with the full remake, but I just thought I would go ahead before that and show you how to make this lead. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I really hope you learned something today. Again, those presets will be available down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Amel, and I will catch you back in the next one.